Cavalier faithful, welcome back to the Cleveland Pulse YouTube channel. In game live halftime edition. It's Jeffrey, it's Logan. A 73-60 first half conclusion with the Cleveland Cavaliers in the lead solidly. Honestly, Logan, if AJ Green wasn't shooting the lights out, this game I think would be over right now.
Oh, yeah. I mean, there's a lot to like about that first half, and I think it starts with the Cavalanche there to finish the second quarter. We talked all about the beginning or the endings to these quarters lately for Cleveland. It really does feel not like they're playing around with teams. I don't think they are, but it's just like that they're just so much better than teams. Like, yes. Right? There's not even a question now. I watch Cavs.
Just seems easy
to win, and I get it. Giannis is out. Let's not sit here and pretend that he's not. But
correct.
It truly just feels like, even Milwaukee goes on a little run, gets like 4 or 6. I'm like, okay, well, it's just gonna go back up to 12 or 20 anyway. And there's just a lot to like right now so far, not only this season but this game especially.
How many times would we look at box scores last year and be like, pretty top heavy, not a lot of guys in double digits? This is the first half. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 Cavaliers in double digits in the first half of basketball. Obviously, they put up the 73 points. Darius Garland has been super efficient. Evan Mobley has been extremely impressive. 10 and 6 from Jared Allen, kind of his standard, normal first half stat line so far to start this year. You get 10 big points off the bench from Sam Merrill. Not much else from the bench unit, but at this rate, with the way the first 5 are sharing the ball, the first 5 are playing defense, do you really, you could win games like this, and you can win games like this handedly. You have you have a mixed bag here, which has been amazing and something that we haven't really seen from this franchise, even when they've had success. The bench could beat you. The starting 5 can beat you. A combination of guys from the starting 5 and the bench can beat you. It's really been impressive and fun so far.
Well, and that's what I want to talk about is Darius Garland. I mean, that's what we said. I don't need all-star Gar. I need DG the PG. I need a guy who can take care of the basketball, get others involved, and shoot efficiently. And that's exactly what he's doing this year. That's what he's doing tonight. What do you have, 17, 19, something like that? What'd you say? His numbers
22 and 5.
22 now.
16 minutes.
He's shooting what from the field?
Good. I think like 8 from 10.
That's the key, right? Like any day we
get turnover.
We often would get Garland 20-point games last year, but it took him 20 shots to get there. Like, it doesn't take that anymore. If he takes care of the basketball, shoots a high percentage, he is doing his job, and that's what makes the Cavaliers so good.
Absolutely, and I'm glad that you brought him up. Let's go actually and just dive a little bit deeper into these stats, because the three-point shooting is there, and what has really been impressive to me, Logan, is the nature of the offense, because it looks totally different. And I wouldn't be surprised if all of these defensive characteristics and stuff that they learned over the past couple of years, Kenny has kind of just rolled over into the season, because I think that was your main concern. Atkinson is going to come in. Does the defensive intensity fall off? Do all these guys get paid and get these larger contracts, and they're not interested in playing any defense anymore? They just want to put the basketball in the hoop. It hasn't looked like that at all. The defense has been good. The offense has led from the defense, and it's a inside out game. I feel like too many times last year, too many times in the past, it's let's shoot 3-pointers with Donovan and Darius Garland, hope they go in, and then we'll get Mobley and Allen involved. It's felt like the complete opposite so far in this early season.
Well, and the big thing is returning defense into offense. How often were we getting the stop? And then Jimmy said, let's slow it down. Hold on. Like, no, run that freaking ball. Let's go get some buckets. I love this whole Phoenix Suns, Mike D'Antoni type of look, the 7 seconds or less offense that Cleveland tries to get into. And if it's not 7 seconds, it's that first look, shoot it, get it up. Like, we got guys that can get off second chances. The more attempts you get, the better chance you have to win. That's the way Kenny's going with this offense. So if you get that stop, push the ball and go.
And even tonight, you've had a lot of second chance opportunities. You've had a lot of scrapping for the basketball. Jared Allen looks like a man possessed out there. Evan Mobley could get you offensive rebounds. You've got good rebounding performances from the guards. Dean Wade is not out there tonight, but he's somebody who could rebound the basketball. And everybody
Okoro's doing a good job defensively, by the way. Let's give Okoro his flowers. He's doing his job.
Everybody is seemingly stepped up. I mean, Garland is 8 for 11, 4 from 6 from 3, 1 turnover. That's what I need. That's exactly what I need. Mitchell, 5 of 10. Okay, that's fine. No worries. Mobley's 5 of 10.
Player of the week, by the way.
Eastern Conference Player of the Week.
No.
Yeah, game winner in the previous contest. Mobley putting up 10 field goals in the first half. Like stuff like that just didn't happen last year.
No.
And still shooting good from the 3-point line. 14 total points for him. Like I said, not much to talk about from the bench tonight, but you have to take everything into context. It's kind of a thin roster at the moment. Dean Wade out with an illness. LeVert is hurt. Jalen Tyson is hurt. Max Strus is still
4 threes. 4 forwards / Strus is technically a guard, but nonetheless.
Yeah. And I mean, credit to Kenny Atkinson for giving Luke Travers some run. I mean, it's not this. Yeah. This is a game where Atkinson could have came out and said, "All right, I'm going to play 7 or 8 guys. We're going to run up the minutes. We're going to beat Milwaukee because they don't have, Giannis. They don't have Chris Middleton still. And no one's going to bat an eye," but he's not doing that. He hasn't done that so far. The minute distribution has been outstanding as well.
Yeah, what is it? Donovan leads the team is just a little over 30 a game minutes-wise right now. That's a masterful job that he's done.
Literally, especially with all these with all these injuries and stuff coming in on the roster. I mean, it's a long season. We know that a lot of NBA players' durability gets questioned throughout the year, the back-to-backs and all the stuff like that. It's 82 games. It's grueling work, and it's a lot to go through. But let me ask you about this, Logan. How have your thoughts and feelings been about how he's kind of utilized the 4 and 5 position so far?
Yeah, I mean, we talked about, we don't need a backup big because we have Mobley and Allen, right? And then I kind of made fun of that at the beginning of the year. I thought you need a backup big, and I still stand by it. I think we will need a backup big, but I wasn't counting on George Niang to lose 15 pounds and semi-stay with somebody defensively and knock down 3-point shots. I mean, we're obviously still very much missing the height, but Niang has stepped up. Mobley, how are they doing this? Honestly, really think about it. With the minutes,
just aren't. He's not playing anyone.
They're just somehow sticking with it. They're going Niang and Wade and rotating in.
Smart.
Who am I missing? It's just good rotations. He's opportunistically playing his guys, putting them in the right spurts, right moments, and somehow it's all coming together. I do think down the road we're going to need some more height off that bench. Don't get me wrong. I don't think this is sustainable. You can't rely on Niang to be your 8th man off the bench, but I like that we can rely on him for a spurt, for a couple of good looks from 3 and knock him down. But yeah, I mean, there's still some work to do there, but I think Kenny's doing fine. He's luckily enough that the 4 guys at the top of the snake, the head of the snake, are doing their job, and it's effective. That really, we don't really look at the bench very often.
Absolutely. We have a call in from Mr. Harold. Justin, how are you feeling after this first half?
Gentlemen, can you hear me?
Of course.
Just fine.
Awesome. Yeah, no, I mean, thought it was a 7:30 start. I apologize. But obviously they are doing very well for themselves. I love to see that. Obviously, quick thoughts. Luke Travers getting some minutes here in place for Dean Wade. I wonder if this would have been an Amani Bates situation where he would have saw some time before him. But either way, refreshing to see some new faces. CBJ getting some minutes here as well. And like you guys were talking about a few seconds ago about the minute distribution, just a beautiful thing. I mean, 10 guys getting about 14 plus minutes a game. The thing that I pound in the table on, gentlemen, just couldn't be happier to see that. But in games like, not even tonight, but 2 nights ago, playing Milwaukee the first time around, you're very impressed with this group's resiliency and kind of just being able to be like a Swiss Army knife and, plug and put in whoever you need on a nightly basis and get a good amount of production out of them, and get just what you need out of them. Karis LeVert goes out last game against the Bucks. Okoro steps up big time. Now Dean Wade. Again, Okoro steps up into the starting role, and we see a little bit of Luke Travers. So I'm loving the Kenny Atkinson era so far.
Absolutely. I'm going to show one graphic here, and then we're going to wrap up with Logan's final thoughts. I know the NBA doesn't do divisions. It's conference, but just look at how sideways this is already. And you're playing another game against Milwaukee. Keep it up. You're 3.5 games in the lead of the Eastern Central. I know it doesn't get talked about, but this is a division that has kind of went through Milwaukee as of late. So it's nice to see us out, obviously, with that hot start and just portrayed in a different manner. Logan, final thoughts here before we kick off this second half.
Well, first of all, halftime's gotten so much shorter. I swear when I was a kid, they took 30 minutes to get to the second half. But That's good for us. A lot of things to like. Now, listen, you can't get too comfortable. I get it. There's like the cliche thing to say, "Oh, this team's shorthanded. You can't get too comfortable." It's true. I mean, I think my first angry text to you guys happened a couple of games ago against the Lakers. I think we're getting a little too cute, a little bit too comfortable. And I think we kind of let the Lakers in that for a minute before we blew them out of the water again. So just got to be mindful of that. I mean, get out and defend the 3-point line. It seems like that's their plan of attack for Milwaukee. That was our plan of attack last year. Remember when Allen and Mitchell went down, or no, Allen and Mobley and Garland went down. We just fired up a bunch of threes. I think you got to watch the 3-point line for the rest of the game. Keep these guys at bay like a bully on like a little nerd. Just kind of hold them at about arm's length for the rest of the game. But a lot of things to like with this Cavaliers team. I don't think I have much more to say than that.
Yeah, honestly, I mean, a 13-point lead, it looks good. It looks real good. We got to run them off the 3-point line. I honestly think that's the only way they get back into this contest.
Yep.
If Portis and Lopez and if they get hot, and if Lillard and AJ Green, kind of remain, doing what they've been doing. But the defensive tenacity is there. They're playing team defense. They're rebounding as a team. They're pushing the basketball as a team. It's not a one-man show. Hopefully it just remains that way. And, we don't need it. We don't need anyone to be up there chucking shots. It's just not what we've seen so far in success. Let people play within the system, let Kenny Atkinson cook. And, we've had good results so far. Let's keep it rolling. If you're here, follow, like, subscribe, comment down below. Appreciate everyone who's in this live stream right now. About to flip back over onto the game. And with that being said, we appreciate you being the pulse of it all. Peace.